I got my strap on me. Yeah. I hear stories, but it's cap on it. Yeah. I know the hood ain't got a map on me. Yeah. I hear the beat and sprinkle crack on it. Ay, faucet water, they got tap on it.
It's a good song when you want to move your shoulders to it.
I'm supposed to be scared of a DM. Nigga, last year I buried my
workout
DM.
now. Look at that.
My brother just thought of my body. I'm hoping that one day they free him. I know real niggas on locker. First grade a book, we do pop-ups. That bitch ain't even got labels. But she gon' still try to shop us.
I think this should be a category. Like when you make your song, if you don't got like, if you don't got shoulder music, if you don't want to do one of these, it might not be a good track. Look, everybody, you doing this now. Now that you see it, you can't not do this. It's just shoulder variations.
Drop a body, double back on it. Ay, pussy good, run a lap on it. Don't leave that out with a strap on it.
I can't pay these niggas no money.
I hear stories, but it's cap on it. I know the hood ain't got a map on it. I hear the beat sprinkle crack on it. Faucet water, they got tap on it. Hey, God, I can handle my enemies. Just protect me from my friends.
Hi, hey everybody. Hi, how you doing? Hello. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good supper time, good morrow. Oh, we did talk about that. Good morrow. Whatever it is you're listening to this or seeing this or engaging with this, one, thank you kindly. And two, it is us. We are here talking to you. Well, it is me at the moment. Because I don't know what to tell you guys, because like I know it looks like, because this is the face you see first, that somehow like I'm a great, but it's not, dude. Like I know we've made this complaint. This is 478th time. But fucking man, dude, traffic is just so fucking bad, bro. Like it's not even. I want to do a poll. Like I want to do a poll. Like where are y'all really going? Because it's no fucking where. There's nowhere. There's no reason. There's just no. All right, I'm back. Cause y'all don't be going nowhere. It's just we're coming like nigga. I'm going to the beach again. Like it's sand and it's water, and that's it. That's it. It's sand and it's water, and then that's it. Yeah, I'll be out there just for 17 hours. Y'all that are like Juju and shit that surf, fuck it, man. Y'all can take up all the traffic going because that shit's impressive. I'd be out there just fucking scratching your ass. You know, I need a little tan. It's not for you, man. All right. Sorry, baby. You with the winning team. But yeah, shit, y'all just out there trying to entertain them goddamn motherfucking walking stomachs that y'all don't like. You just brought on this earth. I gotta do something with them. Fuck them kids. You know, respectfully. Yeah, bro. Traffic just for fucking no reason. The beach is okay. Like it's cool. It ain't like the beach is. It just ain't what y'all make it. I'm not backing up. You know what? You know, I love you to death, man. But I'm not backing up off this hill. Fuck that. The beach is cool. Like at best, the beach. You know, if you come from a place and it doesn't have a beach, then yeah, fuck it. But I'm sure that this motherfuckers that like live in I don't know, where's some cold ass places like it's Washington, whatever's fucking up north. If you go to the tippy, they'd be like, oh my God, it's snow. And they'd be like, bitch, fuck this snow. Like, goddamn, like it's cold as shit. Nobody fuck about a snow day. Meanwhile, I'll probably be out there like, oh my snowballs. Like, so that, in my mind, that's how the beach is to me. It's like I've been seeing the beach since forever. And it was lit the first 587 times. But you know, now it's just water and like, you know, fish choking on a fucking plastic soda ring because we don't give a shit. Fucking murdering the planet. It's fucked up. But yeah, nah. Hey, is it bad since you know, if you listen to this, and this is no diss to my like super environmental people, but like when the fish, I saw a video and it was like a fish came up and it had like a fucking you know, it had like a fucking what was it? Like a soda can, like large in its lung, like super dead. Just motherfucker just ate anything. boy, like, sorry, sidebar. Like, aren't we lucky that like other animals don't have like functioning brains for real, except like dolphins? I feel like dolphins are like somewhere under like we don't fuck with these niggas, they don't fuck with us. But like, I just feel like we'd be so fucked. Like if like humans are really just whack outside of our brains. Like if fucking all the chihuahuas in the world just woke up one day and were like conscious, we would be fucked. Cause like I just feel like we don't really got it like we say we got it. Like if a group of ants just said, man, fuck these niggas, we are through. But anyways, I saw the video and it was like the fucking fish just like they were like, oh my god, like please clean up, you're killing it. And they like cut it and it was like fucked up. It was like in its stomach and shit, and they pulled out the whole goddamn the can. But then I looked and I saw, oh hey, Moni's in there. Hey Moni, woo, Moni gets claps. Oh yeah, that was too loud, too much. Um, oh, I used all the claps. Oh, ladies' night gets sparkles. Yeah, because ladies' night is in here too. Fucking differentiate so I can get beat up at the motherfucking good news functions. Um, anyways, when I saw the fish, it was just like they cut the fucking can out, and I was like, damn, that's messed up. But it was like all this good fish on the side, and I'm just like, y'all niggas not gonna cook that. Like it's just like like y'all not gonna cook that shit because I just feel like you know it's it's a lot of good fish here. Like, rest in peace to the dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, my nigga. You probably could have been out there. I could have been one of Nemo's homeboys or whatever the fuck. But also, it's like, nigga, that's a fat ass lot of fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put some fry on this hole and, you call the homies over, like, we got it's a good night. Like, sorry to the can and, sorry to this man or woman. I don't know fish genders. Wow, man, I don't. Is that a thing? I'm almost not joking because I just like, can you misgender fish? Um, whatever gender of the fish is edible though. Fucking worried about gendering a fish, but I just talked about eating a dead. Whatever, man. This is so fucked. This is why DC needs to be here to keep this shit on the fucking rails because I was dead ass concerned about fish genders after I'm literally talking about eating a fucking dead. Whatever, man. Fuck you guys. It's whatever. Oh, y'all commenting today. This is hard work. Like, Word and Evernight Extra, they make this shit look so easy because they just like be looking because people talk to them. Like, y'all in here talking today. Oh, hey, D, why you put your whole like name on here? Like, this is so confusing. You're a professional. Like, just y'all gotta start putting names you by. I thought this was a whole new month. Yeah, like, I was up here like reading this shit like you weren't you like love you, but like I'll be like, oh hello, new fan. Let me be on my I said all that to talk about fucking fish genders. So, um, you know what? Actually, what makes me feel good about that is like I grew up on like South Park, and if they can make jokes about Kanye fucking fish, like the fish dicks, sticks, dicks, fish sticks and dicks thing, then I think we're good. I think we're gonna make it. We got to, because the shit, man, the shit that I never really realized like how wild the shit is I post until like people who are also posting wild shit like go wow nigga like that was and I'm like hey you guys aren't supposed to say that. You guys are supposed to be like, that was really fucking funny. Instead of like laughing, we're going, whoa, I would have never thought about that. So really, really what I'm saying is this has to work because this is like, what is this? We're almost at 2:30. So like I'm just working on borrowed time before I'm sitting in somebody's fucking office and it's like, hey, executive director, whatever was supposed to go to, but can you talk about this thing that you posted with I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. People have asked me where I found the Lola Bunny thing with like her whole ass out, and I don't even have folders. I just have such a goddamn library of unnecessary shit that I don't even remember where I got it from. I want to say Tumblr though, because Tumblr's trash, I guess now. As far as like if you used to go there, like some of us in our heyday, like for just the good, like the high talented just filth and unnecessary discord. Like that's where you could probably get into an argument about fish genders back when that shit was popping. But now I just go there for like the random funny meme or video. And that's where I found it. I'm like 90% sure. Black man. Okay, good. We've got the guy to get us back on track. I was up here talking about fish genders for a minute. I mean, like it wasn't a terrible thing. It was just that like there was a video of like a fish that would like die due to like stuff in the ocean, and I was like, damn, that sucks. But then like my second thought was like, it's a lot of good fish there, so we gonna just fry this motherfucker up. And then I said him, and I was like, damn, do fishes have gender? Like, do you have to? Can you misgender a fish? And then I instantly got more worried about misgendering a fish than making the conversation about pollution killing fish and me turning it into fried fish McNuggets or whatever. Whatever. It's not the word. It's not even. I don't even know if that makes top 10 worst things I've ever said. I'm in a, not even worst things. Things that make you think. Because if we're talking environment and you don't want to just throw away good fish, people are starving. So yes, you choked on the soda can, but Carl and them, can eat tonight. Circle of life, man.
Do you have a preference of male or female fish like people have preference of drums and flats?
I don't know. I might you
Nigga
never.
fish tastes better than bitch fish.
Yeah, you never know. You be like, damn, this fish hitting. What the fuck was this? You don't even know, man. You like eating on nigga fish, and now you up here, wondering why you was playing Lil Nas X album so loud because you was like nigga fish.
I don't, I don't know how to feel about that. Only because aside from the trolling, I don't think Buddy makes terrible music.
It's not a bad album. Like it's not great.
I haven't listened to this one. I only listened to the last one. The last one was pretty decent, but I've like I said, I've talked about how I see through. He's a troll.
Yeah, what am I trying to say? Like I listened to it and it's not terrible. Is it the fucking like greatest? Oh my god, he's changing me. He's not.
No,
It's just it's like a little pop album. I'm like, all right, this isn't bad. It's just there was parts of me that like just I don't think I'm an overt troll, but I got a little shit where I think nigga shit is funny. And if I'm him or if I'm somebody who like is in his camp and I'm like, fuck it, man, go full gay.
I was having a moment because it's one of them days where everything.
I feel it.
As soon as I get on, spam wants to call me.
Oh, they just called. They do that shit on purpose because I literally just got like 2 calls and it was from like Kentucky. Like I've never even.
Mine just says potential spam and it's gonna like reroute it and shut it down anyway. But it's like, nigga, as soon as I turn the camera,
can we
on,
call you about your car warranty?
You can't call me about nothing. Don't call me about nothing unless you calling into the show to talk about goddamn fish genders and Lil Nas X and participate in this chat. Other than that, you kiss betwinks.
That's true.
The crack of my gooch. Get off my phone. But
gooch. That's such a like because if we're Lil Nas X and there's some gooch kissing probably. I'd imagine.
Taint tickling.
Yeah, of course.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little taint.
Yeah, man. And he's like, what is he like 22 or something?
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh yeah, yo, it's fucking dirt bagging because he's just like excited about it. Like I'm assuming because you're still a dude. Like I'm assuming like the revelation of like dick. That same way when you like hitting your stride with pussy, he just like fucking dicks and
I don't know
and dick like accessories. But I don't know.
He's been famous for 2 years, right? Which means he got popping at 20.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 19-ish. He didn't really come out until a little bit after that, so to speak. I don't think he's out here really living. One, because he spends so much time focusing on trolling on social media for his platform, and that's just like part of his character.
Mm.
2, he's not a dumb kid, so I don't see him like gallivanting around, putting his money and his finances and his image at risk.
Is that at risk though?
For him, I think it could be because I mean you got ain't shit people in the LGBTQ community.
Just you mean just like throwing them money or something?
Just risking your financial stability, just dating the wrong people and putting yourself in certain circles that are just not beneficial for you, as well as messing up your platform because especially today when everybody being so fucking nosy, whoever you dating could have detriment or success to your career.
Well, that's my thing with the troll thing is what I wonder because I was like looking at, I saw like, it was like maybe 20 minutes. There's only like a 20-minute interview, maybe 30 minutes of him on the Breakfast Club. and he was discussing. They did the whole thing of like, everybody goes like, what about my kids? And also like it was all of a sudden it was like mad tweets from like Meek Mill and like somebody else was like the fucking agenda, the fucking gay agenda.
I don't dispute that there is a little bit of an agenda, but I also don't think that that's always the case.
Yeah, no, I think
like just people are just people, bro, and they may fit into certain agendas, but I don't think everything is stemming from the agenda. And you can't really talk about the gay agenda if you're not the best role model for your kids to begin with.
that's the
Shut up.
spicy argument. See, with his like, whether there's people behind it that might be like, promote this better as opposed to this over here, because I guess everybody, they might relate to being gay or whatever you want to say the agenda is. But I think with his though, I don't necessarily blame him, mainly because one, just saying what he said on the thing, he was like, I don't give a shit about being a role model. I'm young. This is my one fucking time to do this. I'm gonna figure it out. Also taking into account he's like 22, so like being a role model is part of it. But I'm like, I just don't expect him to be mature in that space.
Didn't Mike and Charles Barkley say the same shit? Didn't Dennis Rodman say the same shit? Like we've had celebrities. We give them the celebrity status all throughout our existence and even before that. Told you, like, I'm not trying to be a role model. I'm just trying to be me. One, two, gay people have kids too, bro. Like their parents, some of them may not agree with certain shit and they're in the community. Some of them may be okay with it. Like it varies.
Yeah, like I'm cool with part of it being like, you can't be, someone's mouthpiece. Like you do have a platform. You do at some point have to be responsible for what you produce to it. Everything is to a degree. Because at a certain point, even like when Boosie be like, what about the kids? Like if that's your household, it's like, yo, man, I see murders on TV and they be like, Dad, I'm gonna become a fucking cannibal because we watch Hannibal. And I'm like, nah, nigga, don't eat people. So if you like, don't fucking wear neon colored chastity belt panties, then just say that to him, and then like, cool, like people are out here. Like I feel like that's such a quick conversation. Like, hey man, this
shits could be comfortable.
This nigga's out here sucking dick, bro. So don't be a weirdo. Like that doesn't mean that you got to go out here and suck some dick. Fucking sexuality covered.
Parenting, which is important, which we've talked about on the show before. Before I get to that, random thought, since you were talking about fish genders and we're talking about like deplorable things and eating of gooch and taints and whatnot.
Word.
When we eat fish, are we eating fish groceries?
Possibly. You don't know.
So people
like if you were getting like a fillet or something, then you can maybe like, if you understand the body, like maybe there. But like if you getting like fish sticks or they just throw some shit together, like you ate some fish boot ass.
You don't know. Like people are like, I'm pescatarian because it's unethical to eat other cuts of meat, but you eating fish groceries, like you eating fish ass.
So do fish coochie smell fishy or it just smell like regular coochie?
It smells like human because we're more toxic than they are, but it smells like human.
Damn, that's crazy. You go down there and it's like a motherfucking flounder. Like this goddamn shit smell like Arkansas, bitch. Like, like that's crazy.
Sharkeisha.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, what do animals have that? Like, damn, this coochie not hitting like it's supposed to. Like, I'm old.
It might be. I don't know. I mean, if they all farm raised, then it could smell like they used to it. Like everybody in white trash areas, they might be used to certain situations. All the hood niggas and bitches may be used to the same shit. Who knows?
That's crazy.
But to go to the parenting point, speaking of parents, hi D. I see you in the chat. I see you communicating and participating. Did you tell D happy birthday?
Oh, Chipper, what the fuck?
It was her birthday yesterday.
Gang. Happy birthday. Hey,
shout
fucking.
Shout out to D. We appreciate you as always. Happy
Nobody
birthday.
uses alien. What the fuck is this alien?
That's because somebody probably thought alien meant like stars and shit when these are crickets because they're stupid.
Them the niggas who were talking, they abducted that nigga, dog. I saw it. Like that's what they
said. That's where they get abducted at. It's areas where it sounds like that in the middle of nowhere and it's super quiet. So I guess maybe that's
what if aliens really our homeboys? Like y'all done fucked up them, for like 400 years. We're gonna take your booties. Like that's why aliens just be taking white people asses when they take them. It's like payback. Those are friends.
What if that's how you find out the most about a person is through the asshole? And they are far advanced than we are, so they understand that and we don't.
Man, that's crazy. Like just beeline to your fucking brainstem is through your butt.
There's one
I mean, we watched. I mean, I don't know. You watch fucking what was that shit? Osmosis Jones let you know it's a lot of ways to get to the brain. You can do a lot. It's a lot of ways to do some shit. So, fuck if I know. Maybe. Yeah.
So in other words, the male LGBTQ members are onto something.
Nigga, you know, fucking
they figured out the secret that we have yet to figure out.
Knocking on the door to fucking
Pandora's box.
The door to enlightenment. Through the ass.
The third eye and the brown eye.
The third eye is the brown eye. Damn, motherfuckers got it wrong. It's upside down.
It's upside
We've been
down.
putting it up here. It's in your fucking butt.
Hey, or it could be both. Maybe you gotta like plug both at the same
shit.
time. Like,
that's the mudra they don't teach you.
And who knows? Well, honestly, they kind of do. So, like on a more serious note, like digging into Buddhism and Hinduism and things of that nature, like a lot of their characters throughout history have been depicted as, we would call it androgynous, or they may look quote unquote trans or whatever, maybe a male with feminine features or dress feminine or makeup and things of that nature. And people may misinterpret it as gender or sexuality, but it's like, no, that's to show that each person has male and female energies.
Tis a balance.
So, that could be it when it comes to balance. Maybe we just need a little bit more of balance of our masculine and feminine energies by being okay with the plugging of the booty hole sometimes. Who knows? I don't know.
So, because now we can tie it motherfucking together.
Tie it together.
So, didn't get up.
I don't know. It's a whole lot of gang shit going on in the chat. So I just want, motherfucker, why? I clicked the chat. I hate, bro. I'm a fuck.
That's frustrating.
It is. That's
it is. Did you said it when you walked in there? That's adding to like.
It is, and it's okay. And I actively clicked the chat room. Now I can't even look at the chat. Oh yes, I can. Okay, never mind.
Damn, that's crazy. Whatever happened, I remember the first time we did this like just clicking back in was not an option. So thanks StreamYard for doing whatever the fuck you guys.
Yeah, you guys updated something. We appreciate that. It makes it a little bit easier if I get kicked out.
But speaking of balance, obviously the fucking question we posted this week, because it was a surprise to us because it's around the fucking podcast, whatever. But one thing too is like y'all be. I know this is a thing, but this is just my own personal rant because we be trying to do both, man. It'd be like, y'all interacting. I posted something about somebody putting a finger in old lady, his homegirl ass, and motherfuckers. Y'all was like, yeah. I posted some shit about relationship shit. Y'all got real quiet, motherfuckers. We're gonna talk about it today, pussy. So whatever. So speaking of balance, the general gist of what we had talked about earlier, if we're talking about male and feminine energies, how they come together as a motherfucking unit, as a team, as a goddamn. Also, Juju seemed very excited. He's like, please let me. He's like, this is the. Well, I'm putting a lot more extra on his voice, but he was like, this is what y'all talking about. So it's like, I basically is, do you add value to your partner's life in the same capacity they add value to yours? Everybody always be talking about this goddamn relationship shit all the time, and that's everybody's favorite topic.
And all of y'all single and miserable or in relationships and miserable.
Yeah, every fucking, like literally from your biggest, hugest podcast, unless they up there talking about motherfucking stocks, and even them niggas probably doing some relationship shit. Like this is just the ongoingest topic of 5 fucking ever. So it was just none of y'all answered. So I feel like none of y'all, everybody knows that, like, you just apparently ain't adding shit. None of y'all are adding value or bringing any fucking things.
Or they really just don't like talking to us. I guess we're just not important or engaging enough to where people want to talk to us. That sucks to think about.
Sorry, I had to put this ladies' night.
You have to. I feel like that's Lourdes. If you read it, I feel like
every time you hear what sounds like cats fighting, they're actually having sex.
Right. They're okay. They're screamers.
It's a sex thing. I'm gonna throw it in his hair anyway. I don't know, cause Jack could be having like just like Snapple top knowledge. Like if you listen to fucking like
I'm always saying that
knowing shit about stuff.
If it's sex based, I feel like with the knowledge of something sexual, I feel like it would be Lourdes. But it could be either of them.
Those who can't do teach. I don't know, man. I taught some shit. I feel like I could do a lot, but I feel you.
There's a lot of teachers that can't do.
That's true. Like, damn, is that why? I don't know. Is that why Professor X be fucking so much? Because he can't walk, but like he get mad bitches.
And they're all the women he checks are sapiosexual.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
having Demolition Man sex with him.
Man, the amount every time you see somebody do like I'm gonna get back on topic, but like with that sapiosexual shit, you just always somebody's I'm a sapiosexual, and then they'll like post a fucking goddamn the picture of the brain with the like little finger in like they fucking the pussy, and it'd be like yeah your baby daddy a nigga that dropped out in the 11th grade like. And he didn't start like fucking Amazon. He just is out here with a Crown Vic or some shit. Like, shut up, bitch. Like, shut the fuck up.
Who are you mad at and trying to be different than today? What did that post? Who triggered you to put that post up so you can try and feel better than them?
That stimulate you, man. That's what it. Oh, shut up.
What's the last book you read? The Bible.
Y'all don't even read that shit. Just be saying some shit your granny said. What the fuck? Tell me Leviticus 17:30 real fast now. Boom, go. You don't read that shit. Lying ass. Like, child of God. Like, whatever.
You read the Old Testament or the New Testament? It is one complete. Read it all.
This how I know people don't read it, because the amount of times I've said on hearing it is fucking dragons at the end. That line alone be like, what? Bitch. Yeah, that chapter is the reason you niggas do what you do. Don't nobody give a shit about them. Everybody is in this game because y'all believe the back end of the Revelations part. They told y'all that shit. Y'all was like, nigga, I gotta tighten up. And you don't even know no motherfucking dragons in. That's when the shit hot. Yeah. It's crazy dragon. It ain't even it's not even the sexy ones you see on fucking Game of. It's some like, oh shit. That's a motherfucker with this like a lot of human faces. Angels are terrifying. Like
big ass circles, like they're not people with wings.
Yeah, yo, like he went mad. Yes, he did, bro. Because if this motherfucker pull up with just eyeballs the size of my fist, just flapping around, and he's got a lion head, a whole chimera, but what? Nigga, fuck that.
I had that conversation with my mom. Because she has her moments where she comes into questioning religion sometimes. And she just randomly was like, somebody's lying, because the Bible doesn't talk about dinosaurs. And it's like one of the two has to be a lie. And I was like, they could both be lies, but technically, like, the Bible talks about dragons, so maybe those were the dinosaurs. Like maybe big lizards and things like that in the desert. Maybe those were considered the dinosaurs.
Got a heavenly splicing department. Just putting fucking species together that shouldn't go. That's the motherfucker who come out at the end. It's one big Jurassic Park thing.
The shit that we haven't fully discovered at the ocean is like that at the bottom of the ocean.
Gabriel's horn is gonna play the Jurassic Park theme. And then fucking apocalypse starts. That's some sick shit. Right?
If you think about it, that's kind of us too. Because from different perspectives, when we talk about the Nephilim and Anunnaki shit like that, aren't we the creation of like giants having sex with humans?
Man, yeah, that's crazy. Well, I found an angel now. I'd fuck a giant son. Well, fucking D1, everything. Like, this nigga 15 feet tall. Like, hell yeah. Fuck an angel today, boy. Like, flap that ass and them fucking wings, baby. Like,
you gotta crawl in it. You can't stroke. You just gotta like jump in and out.
Man, if you don't lift me up to the sky on the nut, like it be oh my god, bro. Like that's you gotta look. That's why I don't understand the movies. Like, they be fucking like supernatural people like regularly. What the fuck? I'm gonna fuck this. Like, if I'm a fucking werewolf, bitch, change. Let's get weird in this motherfucker. I could fuck a regular person for this. Like, even that stupid Twilight shit. Also, vampires are trash. Like, cause nobody's doing all the extra shit for no cold coochie. But like, nigga, fucking Edward up there. Ruin her shit, dog. Like, bitch, knew what she signed up for. Like, niggas is weird. I don't know where that rant was going, but like,
it's going to the aspect of what you bring to a relationship, because clearly you bring humor and depth to a relationship and different perspectives that are not in alignment with the norm, which is kind of what Dee was saying. People they're very superficial these days, not too much going on below the surface.
And that's whack. Which to me, like, goes, and even when you talk about that, like, a motherfucker got to, because that's just a simple thing, like, motherfucker got to provide, motherfucker got to do this. It's like, hey, man, just off top, like, just on some surface shit. On the surface, are you matching this motherfucker? No. So why would they pick you? Like if you that was some shit. Damn, did you send me that or?
I probably did.
It was either you or shout out to Joe or Joe sent it to me, like because I was talking to both of y'all like at one point like today, and it was basically one of these posts that was talking about like, if bro does this, makes this amount, does this, that, and the third, whoop whoop whoop. Why would you think that you didn't like? What would be his motivation
If
to fuck
if
with you?
I am a catch, why should I be obligated to chase you?
And then and then even that is like to go even deeper into that scenario. Like I'm a such and such doing blue, blue. Okay, cool. That means fuck all to me if that doesn't if that doesn't add the value to my life. You'd be like, I'm a motherfucking lawyer and I own a marketing firm. Blah 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 blah. Great. So if I'm not getting any lawyer marketing firm benefits or like I'm not going to jail and I'm not famous, so if that's not adding to where I had this large loft and now I own the building because I'm linking with you and we've now, so I just got you
Here.
and you fuck me and then we hang out, which is actually more of an expense, especially just we're just talking financially. The entertaining person in this, if it's fucking me, if I'm the funny well, goddamn, nigga, I could have hung out by my motherfucking self. Like, what the fuck is we doing here?
Could have found any random chick with OnlyFans and got the same experience.
I've never not had $40.
Shout out to Never Not Extra. Just because
yeah,
in that area. But what are some things that, like, when we talk about what do you,
Jesus is listening. God doesn't like the blasphemy you speak. That's a lot. You don't know that. God made me. I am made in the Lord's fucking image. And you know what?
Hey, you
God
said
got a sense of humor, bro.
God does have a sense of humor, but you said God is listening. You didn't say Jesus. God is not a monolith. You're approaching it from a Christian standpoint. What if I'm not Christian? I don't give a fuck what Jesus thinks.
And first of all, he might have us on voicemail.
He
or
might.
She.
Or it.
It, honestly. You know what? What if, like, that's another thing. You limiting God. Who says God even exists in a fucking physical plane? Like, it just is a ultra light beam and you get to heaven, it's just Donda playing 58 times. Like, just Donda, 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 Donda. But you not on the level.
Who said that you are not God? Because you're listening.
Fucking yeah.
From certain beliefs, you are an aspect. You are a piece of God. You are just as much in tune with this universe as everything else here. So whatever you do affects the entire universe. You are just as much God as I am.
That's what I like about this goddamn show. Back me into a corner. We just knocked the motherfucking wall over. Like, fuck it. I'm not escaping shit. I'll punch this wall, blow this whole house up, bitch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck that. You're not gonna back me in no goddamn corner. I will set all this shit on fire.
Right. Even sticking with that though, like when you're talking about what do you bring to the table, that type of mindset, like if somebody say they're super Christian and you're Hindu or you're non-religious or whatever, I'm this, that, and the other. I got this, that, and I have this amount of money. I have this career. I'm boss bitch. Okay, but we don't believe the same things. We're not compatible. I'm polyamorous. You're monogamous. I'm open to this. You're not open to that. I work out on a regular basis. You don't work out at all. Like I don't care what you have. You're not compatible to me. So you think that you're a 10, but on the scale of what I need for my life, you ain't even scored a point yet.
That's crazy. Somebody said that they're a 10 and you come and tell them like I grade on a scale from 1 to 100. Like,
right.
Shit.
You 90 points short. Sorry, buddy. You still failed. Get out of here.
Even that, like, I like when people say things like, it's not even, trying to be unnecessarily complex. Just think about it, say deeper. Like, okay, like say if we're gonna fight for the men. Men need to, have higher standards, and y'all niggas just be fucking any old thing and putting y'all dick in anything, and that's why women like me as well. Blah. All right, cool. Let's run with that. I am going to have higher standards for myself and not stick my dick in any old thing. So as these standards that I start to roll these bitches out, man, I'm like, are you now 100? Because when I was fucking any old thing, in your mind, you way up here. But if I start putting these standards out, well, I need somebody to do this. I'm able to maintain this and do this here. So now there is a thing that you coming into my space, you have to, and the matching me is so that I can do this. I didn't come and fuck with you so I can get here and stay or come this way. So let's now expand of what the fuck we can do to get us here. Because I got this, and this, boy. This is on my resume. Here we go. Here's my interview process. Now give me your resume because we're applying for each other's companies now. That's what we're doing here. And it's not, and I'm not even trying to use that shit, motherfuckers like to back up. It doesn't have to be transactional. It's reciprocal. It's not transactional. I was listening to I want to say I might have said this before. I was listening to Zoe on one of these episodes, and he talked about even translating that back to how we used to interact with our own like gods and our own spirit system. It's like in order to talk to these motherfuckers, like you can't just call an Orisha. You can't shit if you're doing like voodoo, you can't just call one of the lower to pop up. You have to give an offering. You have to offer up something of you that they fucking think is valuable. Then you do the transaction. That's one to just talk to somebody to tell you, hey, can you tap them? And then they go, thank you for your offering. Then you got to have an offering for them.
Right.
And it's still, even in that, to talk to the ones to set the fucking universe right, you got to bring some ass to get some ass. So this idea that you just, well, man, that ain't nothing. You can get some dick with that. And I'm a pretty nice person, so you can get a decent, like, social interactions, but that's about all you really qualify for the company, man. Like, that's really, I mean, I'd like to hire you, but like, you have no, you don't have, like, what the fuck?
That's to a degree, that's transactional. Because even when you talk about, say, religiously, trying to speak to whatever higher power you believe in, if you're not in proper alignment, what you're saying is not going to manifest the way that you would like it to. It's not going to reach. Why? Because you are not doing what you need to do to have yourself in the right position to even request certain things to be blessed upon you.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit God on the metro.
Right. So it's like me, transactions. I'm trying to purchase some stuff. I got $5 in my bank account, but I'm swiping this card and it ain't hitting. I'm getting declined. Why? Because you don't have the right amount to contribute to this transaction to get what it is that you are requesting.
The Bible is right. God doesn't make mistakes. When the Lord and Savior comes back, will you be on the boat? Coming back on a boat? Why he never come back in like the Bentley? Like, why you gotta come back in the boat? Like, you're not gonna come back on the PJ? Like,
it's God. Why does he have to come back on any vessel? I have the power to do whatever it is I would like to do.
Back here, anyway, like I'm gonna throw you back, Jesus. But just Jesus is the what is it? Jesus is the way. Jesus is
on the main line.
Jesus is listening. Jesus is listening. Well, then he's a fan. Like, he's like, look at these, like, word to fucking Eddie Griffin. Look at these two motherfucking niggas you made, Pop. Like, this shit fire. Like, yeah, look, they did a good show. It's like, thanks, Dad.
I created them to create this show.
Yeah, because
I created them to have the perspectives that they have. Here's the funny thing that I always think about when it comes to religion. Not to go back to that, but it's still part of the concept to a degree. I'll tie it in a little bit later. But when we think of God, right, created everything in the world, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everything in the world, everything that there is on this planet, there's multiple versions of it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Anything on this earth, is there only one type? No. There's multiple types of everything, multiple types of berries, multiple types of bananas, multiple types of plants and trees and bushes and human beings and bugs and fucking mitochondria. Like, there's multiple versions of everything. There's multiple different variations of everything. We're in quarantine and all this other stuff for the last 2 years because there's been multiple versions of a virus. So why do you think, if God created everything and there's multiple different variations of everything, that he only wants you to believe in one dynamic of something?
Because I would like to boil God down to something that I can understand and it makes me feel better, as opposed to, like, any other version. I would like to not examine or expound upon, like, this book that I was given, how it got here, who wrote it. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to get like a really simple understanding of how we connect with God, because it just makes my life easier.
I don't want to expand myself outside of my comfort zone, which is the same thing we do when it comes to relationships. I don't want to expand myself outside of my comfort zone. I expect this person to come and meet my expectation, even if I'm not meeting theirs. I'm not worried about that. Meet me on my terms, because my terms are more important, as opposed to thinking about the terms of both of us.
That was like a really big troll thing if you tell somebody, man, Jesus wasn't even a Christian.
Technically,
He was just like, yo, stop being dickheads. Like that's really like it's like, yo, like stop being dickheads. I'm literally breaking the laws of physics to go stop being dickheads. I'm walking on the dude walked on water. We should probably stop being dickheads and listen to bro. And he's like, bet. Like, just don't. Like, you know, the fucked up stuff that you're doing and how does that make you feel when I do that fucked up stuff to you? How that sucks. So like don't do it to him because it feels like that. Holy shit. And he was like, boom.
not only that, but like there's parts of the world where like they have water, right? And the tide is so low at certain types of the day or year to where it looks like you're walking on water.
Hey, don't you get up here and use those man-made science books to discuss our man-made religious texts because man
didn't create it. Man just doctored it up a little bit. We butchered it technically because we trimmed the fat off of it, so to speak. We took away the bad things and we left the good things.
King James was really trimming the fat off of human beings. Like he was a sick nigga, bro. Like shit. At least, yo, at least come at me like with the original like text, and then I'd be like, yo, at least you fuck with it.
The
like,
Ethiopian version?
Yeah. They
gonna find that? Where you gonna find that at? Is that on Amazon?
Well, you should look. And then, tell me what it says for real. I don't know, man. I'm just always so confused because like he gave us logic, and logic says like, like cradle of fucking civilization, where that's at, it's over there. Like the big, like motherfuckers who went out of their way to go, hey, let's make a map. And in order to ensure that this country looks like it's stronger than it is and this one's weaker than it is, we're gonna make them geographically look, even though you could take America and fit it in. That's how fucking huge
you can take multiple countries. And for anybody that doesn't know, South America and Africa are the biggest land masses on this planet, period. You can take all the other continents and fit them into them too and still have room. Those are those areas with lots of really brown skin individuals are the largest land masses. But when we look at a map, it has been manipulated to where people do not understand. Let's make this look bigger so that we don't make ourselves feel smaller. And you think that they're going to give you the entire truth. But hey, anywho, that type of mindset, that would be something that you're not bringing to the table to fuck with me, because that's not something I agree with. I wouldn't want to have these type of debates every single day, especially if we were to have a family and now we got a tug of war as to what we're going to raise our kids to believe. So if you believe that, you can be fucking Jay-Z or Beyonce money status wise. I don't need you here because you're not going to bring more to my life. You're actually going to bring more resistance and more stress and more frustration.
That's a good point on the flip side, because you hear like, adjusting these fucking, to me, like,
thank you, D,
roles and thoughts. Oh shit.
She's been talking.
And how relationships work. It doesn't just benefit niggas, like it would benefit women. Because like if you go, okay, what does the man provide? And if that's only in his wallet, then dickhead, because he could be saying what you say, he could be Deacon Thornton and just saying the horse shit. And it's like now what he provides now is the most fucking limiting ass up backwards fucking mindset to human beings that you love and care about, that you brought into this world. So maybe, yes, he's a fucking, we're just going to run with the fucking deacon thing now. Like he's a, 6-figure deacon talking that goddamn shit. And he thinks you are a lovely woman of the church. And you like, fuck yes, I just have to be a preacher's wife. And it's fucking amazing. And we got money. But he's preaching like a really limiting mindset. You got a fucking daughter who's figuring out her sexuality. He gonna tell her she going to hell, but she can go to hell in a goddamn BMW in high school because he's a provider. Meanwhile, there's a nigga over here who's making, I don't know, man, $50,000 a year. He's not balling, but he's cool. You know what he provides? Fucking stability. He took her to Brazilian jiu-jitsu class so she can like put a nigga in a motherfucking triangle choke for trying to play with a pussy wrong. Now he's like, he just not a fucking gajillionaire, but he did go, oh my gosh, she was like stars. And he was like, hey, did you know that like you can study those? And she's like, you bullshitting, daddy. And he was like, no, like you can be a whole motherfucking like astronomer and shit. And like, and she's like, dope. And now guess what? 20 years online, you have a motherfucker who like broke records, but because the motherfucker was providing like actual, I don't know, man, things that matter. But fuck it.
There's nothing Creflo Dollar can do to charm the panties off of Erica Badu.
We really just like, I don't give a fuck if that's his real name. Like,
you just looked over like, I'm a preacher with the mega church and my last name is Dollar.
Fuck, man, that is...
nobody thinks that's suspicious. But either way, the point I'm trying to make is like money, and I'm talking biblical, all this, and I can go to somebody like Erica Badu that's super spiritual, super into the energies of the earth and things of that nature. They're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, and that
it ain't even got to be Erica Badu because she got her own money. It could be some regular spiritual individual that's working at Target, and she could still be like, nah.
Yeah, it's just this idea of like, obviously you want, there's all these fucking things that motherfuckers say about, said what I'm looking for in a partner and this, that, and the third. And it's like, just are you able? Because there's something about that conversation that always halts right at, I could do it for myself. And it's like, okay, if you can do it for yourself, that does not mean that once you get with this person, that negates your ability. That means you take that ability to do for self. That motherfucker take their ability to do for self, and you bitches form up like Voltron. Like the way these motherfuckers be acting like the shit work is like you form up and it's like left arm, and that motherfucker just over there swinging. It's like, what the fuck is you doing? Well, I teamed up with you. Like that was it. No, motherfucker, that means we gotta form the sword. The sword doesn't. If we don't do the thingy, you got two of them. You fucking. I'm just doing this the whole time. If you don't know fucking Voltron, I will literally fight you in the street.
You could use the Megazord because this Megazord was nothing but a bite off Voltron anyway, to a degree. If you don't go there,
but still,
shout out to D. She says that's what people do. That cherry picking is the norm. As a society, we tend to find things that fit what we already believe and disregard the rest.
Shit is weak. I ain't trying to be mean, but I'm just saying that shit is weak.
It's weak to us. For somebody, they may like it. Like just like for somebody, they may like if I dress in all the most expensive of fashions and all that. That somebody may like that aspect of you. For me, I could give a rat's ass. Like I said, if you don't work out, it ain't nothing that we can talk about for real. So it's like you have all these luxury items, but you don't take care of your physical and mental. I care about physical and mental and don't care about the luxury items. So we're not.
See, that to me, like, one, I repeat, I like to put this out there. Also, it just helps to give you niggas an out because whatever. That fashion shit be looking stupid. Some of that shit, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we all watch the Met Gala, and I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas say. Some of that shit, fly. It looks like some just superhero shit. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. To this day, is like the poster child for like his outfit. What was it 2 years ago? Whatever. Mm-hmm. But some of you niggas look stupid. It's stupid as fuck. You're wearing it just because it's fucking expensive. But speaking to kind of a private conversation we had about there was a reel that came out and somebody was like, it was Kevin Gates and he was in live and somebody's like, I missed the dad bod, and he was like, bitch, no you don't. He was like, y'all missed the dad bod because the dad bod is indicative. It inherently says that I'm lazy. I'm somebody that you can maybe push over because I can't even keep my body in order. I don't have discipline in that area. And I was like, that's kind of a good point. Like he, is it a universal point? Fuck it, I'm not going back and forth with y'all. But point made is that this shows that I don't have discipline. Me not having discipline in this area means I can't hold you accountable or keep discipline on you in this area. And it shows that I'm somebody that you can kind of maneuver and move around. But if I'm disciplined just flat out with my body, and it's like, damn, you're a millionaire. You don't have to get up at 4 a.m. or whatever. I don't, but I do. So understand that coming to fuck with a nigga who's getting up at 4 a.m., you have to be somebody of a certain standard. Otherwise, you look fucking goofy next to me. And translating that to your body's important, your mind's important, how you eat is important, your diet's important. I'm not even a super fucking like, I'm cool with the fluff, but it's like, are we just out here or whatever? Because that does look like discipline to me. That looks like, oh, you care about, not on the vanity side of life, but just I have a structure. I'm down to achieve a goal. Like every successful, I watched the fucking weird snap the other day of the dude from fucking Law and Order. And he said the line that everybody always says, because the people talk about his body, him being fit and in shape at his age, and he's like, it just is something to just mentally start your day off. You need to start your day off with, right, I succeeded at something, and it translates into other things. So to go, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna fucking keep this thing that I fucking live in together. But I'm gonna buy a lot of fucking expensive shit to cover that. I'm like, man, now we're looking at your personal values, like you as a person, how you function under pressure, how you function under when shit happens. It's like, I'm gonna cover it up. Why don't you go like attack it? Why don't you go, especially if somebody like, I need to lose weight, I need to get my body together. Then do it, nigga. Fuck you mean? Figure out what works for you and then do it.
Right. As opposed to buying it. But not just that, not just the dedication. To me, it also says you give a damn about yourself. Yes, I'm dedicated, but I'm dedicated to me and my betterment. I care about me. I care about my vessel. I care about how I interact with it. I care how it interacts with other people. I care about being able to utilize it into my elderly years. I care about this thing that I've been given that is temporary. So I'm going to nurture it, which means you're going to do everything the same way in your life. You're going to nurture your children the same way. You're going to nurture your relationships the same way because you understand importance, and you understand in order to take care of things of importance, it takes effort and it takes sacrifice. Those things are important to me. When it comes to material shit, there doesn't have to be importance in that. I know somebody's still trolling. You want to jump into that?
There's only one relationship you should work on, and that's with the Lord. I mean,
from your perspective, yeah, you do that. If that's what you feel, you do that. But if you think of everything that the Lord has given you, that's part of your relationship with the Lord.
But
I need to nurture all the things that I have, which would include your body, which would include your mind, which would include your dreams and desires, your aspirations. Why? Because the Lord gave them to you. So I need to care about everything, which also includes, dun, 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 if you want to look at your sexual reproductive drive. God gave you the ability to be horny too. And there's purposes behind that. So you should nurture that as well.
God dropped off that monkey.
Right. I gave you those dreams and desires as well. There's a reason to it. You may think it's just to procreate, but no, that's a natural human emotion. I created you as a human so you could enjoy those types of things. So you should nurture that as well. So when you talk about you should only have a relationship with God, if God created everything in your life, that means you should have a healthy relationship with every single thing that you encounter. If I just spend all my time only focusing on God, I'm neglecting everything that God gave me, which means I'm disrespecting the Lord.
It's the God in me. That's like, you can focus on that. Like, I don't know, man. Y'all gotta up your understanding. Even if you like, and I'm not anybody's fucking scholar, but if you're a scholar of the book, a scholar of this particular, then why wouldn't you have like a better mindset or just look in depth? It's just don't be regurgitating shit, Mr. Jesus Troll, ma'am, whoever. I appreciate you though, because this is giving us mad shit to talk about. This is Jesus brought you to us
for a reason.
Yeah, to put it on your mind.
God created everything for a reason. Every interaction has some sort of reaction. Why? Because we're all in this universe together. What you do affects what we do, and vice versa.
See, that's another thing. If we're just thinking about how like God works, who's to say that like, because they make it seem like God's like up there every day, like writing everybody's like thing. Like, what's that? What was that? The Adjustment Bureau? Like he's just or she's just whatever. What if God just somebody who like makes a good engine, like a good scientist or a good machine, and just says it can function on its own? All the parts, people are gonna make life, people are gonna interact. Like that's part of the fucking world engine. Like water's gonna water, sun's gonna sun, universes are gonna start and fucking explode. Like
yeah, I had that thought this week. Well, oddly enough, we approach the thought of Jesus from the Abrahamic religions. We approach this concept of Jesus the same way we approach the concept of Santa Claus. It's the same person. Some white man with a long beard that's going to come and bless me if I do good in his eyes based on his standards.
This is the balance.
Right. So if Santa's not real, who's to say, the other white long bearded guy isn't real either? I don't know. But whatever you choose to believe, as long as it's making you a better person, I don't really care, to be honest. That's the crux of it. I know we like talk shit, but at the end of the day, as long as you're trying to be a better person, healthy person, that's all we really care about. You can do it in whatever version or aspect that you choose to, as long as you're choosing from a healthy standpoint, which goes back to the relationship aspect. thinking about what you bring to the table or what you can contribute, or judging somebody else based on the barometer of what you believe and how you choose to interact with them or intercede into their life, do it from a healthy standpoint. Do it from a balanced standpoint. Don't just jump off the edge with your assumptions. Don't just dive into things with your expectations. Like, have a healthy understanding of balance and then apply that understanding of balance into your interactions with others.
Like, man, y'all gotta stop saying this. That was nice. I just want y'all to stop this goofy shit of, fucking this is what somebody's supposed to do. No understanding of how relationships work or how they should work. Y'all be doing the same shit over and over the same way, and fucking turn into a goddamn Justin the Boy post, and like, a week or so later, like, just knock it off. That's all. I just want y'all to just knock it off.
Jesus is my therapist.
Yeah, like, be better. Like, a woman is supposed to. I ain't splitting no bills.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay 50%. But I said this today in one of the comments, like, paying 100% of your own bills for just yourself is a whole lot less stressful than trying to figure the rest of this shit out.
Yeah, I be just wondering, like, like, when y'all say this shit, just think about on the other side. Would you fuck with you? Like, would what you are doing compared to what they're doing for you, like, would you stay with you? Would you not go like, God damn, what the fuck am I? Man, fuck that. I could go make this, and this over here.
That's kind of what Duval said today. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was today. He's like, a lot of these women are wanting you to apply pressure and have all the plans figured out because they're boring. Which goes for a lot of people. I'm not just delegating it between male and women, females, but some people want you to put so much effort into the situation because they're lacking. They're lacking in what they request.
If I'm getting this goddamn mortgage, bro, like, pay these bills. Shit, we could do more this way. Like, oh man, we flew out to whatever stupid ass place, and we stayed a week. We probably could have stayed 3 and never. Like, I bought the plane tickets and the fucking shit. You can't buy the meals over here. Come on, man. Y'all just sound like fucking moochers now. I don't know, man. See you on Monday though.
See you on Monday.